to Brick Reviews UK. Today we have a new build on the table, and this one is going to take all the table. What do they say? Go big or go home? Well, let's go big. Right, here it is. It's the Mercedes-Benz G500. Item number 42177. It's it classes their professional line. This came out, I believe, last year. Can't remember which month last year. I think it was announced in August of last year. I know it came out at the same time as a large 8 scale Technic set as well. But this is a smaller scale one. This is 2,891 pieces, if that's any significance with Mercedes-Benz and the G500. I don't know. This is the anniversary run, and I've been told it's the engine on this one is from the 2024-25 model. It's an inline 6, I believe. I could be wrong. Not hot on engines. Anyway, this one I got actually second hand, but as you can see, there's loads of paper bags in here. We'll go through the books in a moment. Basically, that was started. There's 2 parts, bag 1 and bag 2. Then given up for some reason, but anyway, so we've got loads of bags in here. There's 20 bags in total, I believe, all the paper type. Unlike Sherlock Holmes, which we've done recently, which is a newer set, and it was in plastic. Big chunky tyres, I believe there's 5 of them, because one at the back as well. So yeah, right, onto the books themselves. Right, there's 2 of them, as I said, split into 2 as they often do now, instead of one large book on the 8 scale Technics. So that's 1 to 10, that's 11 to 20. I did say 20 bags, I believe, yeah. Stepwise in total, there is 882 steps on here. And obviously parts list as ever on the back. Obviously quite a comprehensive parts list there. Right, let's move on to the first book. Right, it's not as grand as the 8 scale ones, but it's still quite a grand book. And normal stuff which you get from Lego, and I've got the Lego version and the G-Wagon, what's the original class version of the model. And then we've got more photos of inside the vehicle itself. Here we are, 45 years in the spotlight. So that's 45 years they've been doing the G class. Here we've got a timeline from the birth in 1979, all the way through to version 2018. There. Right, so on to the designer, Milan Riedel. Oh, sorry if I got that wrong, probably have. But he's a senior designer for Lego Technic. And then onto the build itself. And there's no other QR codes on here. Sometimes you've got QR codes, we've got videos, etc, etc. But yeah, and then straight onto the build itself. Right, what we'll do, we'll put this together. Could be a long time though, but we'll put this together. So come back to me around Christmas. No, come back to me in a while. Well, for you it'd be seconds. Obviously for me it'd be quite a while. Don't know many hours it was going to take me, but if I remember to do it every time, I might actually set a stopwatch and tell you how long it actually took me to build. Doesn't mean it's going to take you that long to build, it just takes me that long to build because I'm quite slow. And also might come across issues with it. I'll be using the app, won't be using the books, as I always do where I can, and especially on the Technic ones, where you can maneuver the pictures around. As I've said before, on the new app, you can maneuver the pictures around, so you can zoom in, pinch them and move them around. Yeah, really handy. So that's what we'll be doing on my tablet. Okay, that's enough of me babbling on. Let me go and build it for you and be back very soon. Bye bye. Right, just a quick update. We're 5 bags in now, and we've got, well, all the engine in, as you can see. We've got, I don't know if you can see that on there. We've got gear linkages, it's right, so reverse, neutral and drive, different gears, which obviously moves in there. Okay, high and low, that's all again moving in there. This, I don't know what this is for, maybe it's a dip lock or something, but as you can see, that moves in there. Steering's all in as well. There we are, you can see the steering's all in there. Yeah. Right, motor's all in, you can see that, you can see the engine and going up and down just in there. Suspension, front suspension, there we are, both sides, look at that, that's all done. Right, so as I said, we're 5 bags in now. I just thought I'd do an update for you instead of doing right at the end. Unfortunately, put this down again, the actual app, which I normally use, where you can pinch and zoom like on the new ones, doesn't pinch and zoom. It's the old one where it's just page by page. So yeah, that's been pretty tricky. So it's basically like in the book. So what you see in the book here, exactly the same as what it is on the screen. Hey ho, I can zoom it in obviously. That's about it though. Never mind. But so far, right, we're 4 hours and 13 minutes in for the first 5 bags. Right, so on to the next 5. So I'll give you an update then. Right, 10 bags in now, as you can see, starting to take shape. We've got obviously working wheels and obviously working steering now. You can see the works on the steering wheel. Also you got one up here for doing the steering as well, be a knob obviously on top of there if you want to include it. Rear seats are in, as you can see, which obviously fold up completely if you want to. Front seats are in as well, which also got some movement, but obviously there. Back doors are on as well. Right, obviously this is all connected up as we saw before. Still don't know what that is. Obviously it's an auto, so it's reverse, neutral and drive, and low and high, and neutral as well. Well, sorry, neutral there as well. Let's take it round. It's a big set this is. We've also got a lock at the back here for locking it off from 4 to 2. There we are. You can see now it's nothing's working there. So the front's still going, but the back is not. You can see that. Oh, it's a bit difficult to see, but right. So, let's get up. Yeah, it's back now, and as you can see, moving again. Right, don't know why that wheel's not moving. That seems to be connected. That one doesn't. So, it's moving in there. See it moving in there, but not further down. So, not too sure. There's obviously something not quite right I've done there. Okay. Anyway, that's as I said, 10 bags. So we're on to the second manual now, which is manual number 2, and where we continue to do the other 10 bags. So far we're up to 8 hours and 20 minutes. Right, catch you in a few minutes with the next part. Right, welcome back. 15 bags in. All the doors are on, as you can see. It's the same on the other side. Don't tell you, turn you around. Also, they've now got a front, grille, bumper, bonnet. That's it. Obviously, seats were in last time, and we've got the rear sections done. So basically, all we got to do is obviously the roof, all that section there, the roof. I think that's it. So we've got, I'd say we've got 15 bags in. 12 hours 45 so far. Bonnet's rather strange. It sort of lifts up and then you sort of push it back. I mean, these are still obviously all very loose. That obviously come into play, or come stiffer, shall I say, once everything's in place. But yeah, so it's not particularly flush at the moment, but I'm sure it will. We've also got a little bonnet thing there to hold your bonnet up. Just, you can see it just there. Hold your bonnet up. But yeah, but there we are. So 15 bags in, 5 more to go. 12 hours 75. Don't know if I told you that, but anyway, 12 hours 75 in so far. Right, back with the last lot. Right, there we are, bag 20 done, and we're complete for this big boy Mercedes. Right, this is so large I can't get it all in frame really. So what we got here, let's go through. Obviously we've got suspension, nice bouncy suspension on the front and on the back. The front seems to be a lot more travel than the back personally, and can't really see from my camera angle, but yeah, it's a lot more bouncy at the front. Bonnet opens, there we are, and there's your 6-cylinder engine in there, and a little prop there to prop it open if you want to. And then doors, all the doors open here. So let me just do it here. We got the fronts, it's the fronts open, and the backs, they just open up like that. And on the rear, this tailgate, also, I'm just getting my fingers right in the way there. The tailgate opens there, and the rear seats, which we probably showed you before, they obviously fold down as well. Right, onto the gearing. I think I explained to you before that the gearing itself, I don't think I've done it right for this wheel here, because this wheel is running independently. It's connecting to here, just to there, as you can see it's spinning, but it's not going any further. So I don't know what's happened there. And this wheel's working fine. We've got a lock here, which, as you see, then it won't turn the gearing at the front, which is quite neat. Let's get it back off. There we are. As you can see, once again, the gearing's doing its business. Fronts, they're working fine. The fronts, as you can see, it's moving the gearing there, around the front. And inside, you can't really see, but we've got a low and a high. No, you can't really pick it up. But you've got a low and a high, and then you've got reverse, neutral and drive. So if you shove it to drive, which is backwards, then we bring him over, then you should see. Then why isn't that prop working? There we are. And the prop is still not going to the back. Don't know why that is. Oh, was it going there? It's obviously something I've not connected up properly, unless it's on. Is it here? There we are. There we are. And you can see now, and you can see it's spinning around at the back onto 4-wheel drive. As I said, that wheel's not turning. There's something wrong, something I haven't done there, but hey ho, that's for me to work out, isn't it? See what I've done. But also a part came off when I was doing it, so I don't know where that is as well. Slows the bonnet down. Bonnet's a bit of a pain in actual fact. Yeah, get down. There we are, he's down. The door's open again. more of a display piece than you can actually, I mean, you can fly it around if you want to. Little box on the top there. What else we got? Little mirrors. It's quite, you can't see the mirrors there, but they're quite cool mirrors. Sorry about the sunlight in here flooding in. This bit here seems to want to come off a lot of the time, so we need to fix that. But yeah, neat build. Total time took me roughly about 17 hours to do. I forgot to set the timer on the last section. Steering works by using this horrible thing on the top here. I don't personally like that on any of these kits. You can remove it. We can use a steering wheel, of course, to control the wheel movements, as you can see. But yeah, this thing I don't like. Can pull it off. Then you can store it in the little box. I should be able to. We are. You store it out of the way. I feel it looks a lot neater like that. Yeah, that's about it really. Nice chunky tyres. Mercedes emblems on there. One at the back. Don't know where that's gone to. That's flown off somewhere. Oh, here it is. Deary. As I said, things do tend to come off very easily. Well, maybe it's just me being clumsy. Now I can't get the back tyre back on. Yeah. Now the rear section. I'll mention this lastly. You can have the tyre like that, or you can put a little cage frame over it. I think it looks better like it is personally. But if you want to, you can do it like that. Loads of parts left over. There was a part which fell off. No idea where it goes. It's not obvious, put it that way. Some parts better than others held in. These very, very flimsy how they're held in. Only held in by one small stud. But hey ho. But there we are. That is it for the Mercedes G-Wagon. That's the, what do they say now, the professional version? Or professional, they call them now. But yeah, that's really about it. I can tell you on it. As I said, it took a while to do. I think I'm going to stick to a couple of small things. But we have got some big projects. I'm looking up at them. Very big projects. 1/8 scale projects are coming up. Yes. One of them is looking at me straight away. But that one is not the next one. But they are coming up. Some 1/8 scale builds. So watch this space, as they say. Right. I think that's it. Enough of my waffling. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the jazz. Bye bye for now.